What's up, guys? I'm back online on YouTube live right now. So, guys, today I wanted to talk about a topic that I get asked all the time. I get asked this question literally all the time, weekly. I almost get asked this daily. It feels like, maybe not quite, but I get asked very, very often, how do I make money online? How can I get started making money online? And what is the best way to make money online? I get this question all the time. I've been doing marketing. I've been doing websites. I've been doing, digital marketing for small businesses, for enterprises, for myself, for literally probably 20 years. And I'm not exaggerating at all, maybe 15, 20 years. I'm 38, been doing it since I've been at least 18, probably even before that. So yeah, at least 20 years, probably even more than that. And the number one question I always get is, how do I get started? How do I start making money online? Is it real? Is it actually something that I can actually do? Is it something that is like real tangible money, right? Not just 10 bucks, 20 bucks here and there. Is it something that I can do and grow over time to really supplement my income and or to replace my income altogether, right? Most people have a single source of income, right? They have a job. They have a job, they go to their 9 to 5 every single day, and they receive a paycheck at the end of the month, at the end of the week, whatever it is, how often they get paid, they receive a paycheck, right? From one source, from one employer, from one place, really. And that's their income that they depend on, that they rely on for their families and for their livelihood and so forth. And so a lot of people are asking, how do I, supplement my income? How do I grow that kind of on the side? And so the number one way to grow your income or to create income streams on the side in 2020 is to, 1, build an audience. Build an audience. 2, promote or build a product. And then 3, monetize that product, monetize that audience, 1 to 3% of that audience with that particular product that you've built or that you're going to be an affiliate for, and promote that. That's it. You rinse and repeat. And that's all there really is to it, guys. I know that sounds incredibly simple, and it does sound simple, and it really is really simple if you really just break it down. Those are really the 3 key areas that you need to focus on in order to be successful and to grow an online income, right? An online income stream. So 1, building an audience. How do you build an audience? I mean, there are countless ways to build an audience online. You can do it organically, which means that you basically can go out to any social media channel, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, you name it. There's a number of them out there, right? Blogging platforms, WordPress, and just start producing content. Start producing material about maybe a hobby you have, about a skill you have, about something useful and valuable that others may want to learn about, right? If you play a musical instrument, if you know a particular skill in computer programming, if you know how to design, if you take photography, I mean, any type of skill that you can literally create an audience for and monetize. If you think about it, look on YouTube, go search on YouTube for literally any topic you can possibly think of, and then go look in a dictionary or a thesaurus and drill down into that topic, and you will find YouTube videos on that particular subject, right? So a lot of people have already figured this out, building an audience, and that's the quickest way to kind of get credibility, right? To sell your product. So 2020, it's extremely, extremely important to build an audience. That, I'd say, is number 1 before you start a product, before you start looking into products that you might sell. Build your audience. That is your number 1 asset that you will have moving forward in 2020 and really maybe throughout your life, right? If you literally have an audience of, let's say, 1,000 people, you have 1,000 subscribers, right? And you, let's say, have a product for $20 and you sell, let's say 2%, right? The 1 to 3%, you sell 2% to that audience, right? 2% of that audience buys a $20 product, right? You have 20 people then that will buy that product at $20. If 20 people buy a product from you at $20, that's $400. If you do that 4 times a month and you promote that 4 times a month to that audience, in theory, you could technically have $1,600 a month from one single income stream, one audience, one product. You're monetizing over time, right? Sounds simplistic. It is fairly simplistic. There's obviously a lot more details kind of behind the scenes of how to do this and how to do this effectively and how to actually build out a systematic or a kind of an operationalized marketing program. And you could actually, once you've built this audience, once you've built a lot of these things out, you can automate a lot of it, right? So we've talked about number one, building an audience. Literally start today, go out on all your social channels, start posting something that you're interested in, a passion you have, and or perhaps a hobby or a skill set that you have. Now, remember, it has to be valuable for other people. Otherwise, it may not gain traction. People may not be interested. It has to be valuable. It has to be solving somebody's problem, ideally, right? Somebody wants to learn a piano, learn how to play the piano. Teach them how to play the piano, right? Somebody wants to learn how to code. Somebody wants to learn how to take photography. Teach them how to do that. Everybody has skills. Everybody has potential, and your potential, is far, far, far beyond what you actually think it is. Your potential is so, so great. Like if you literally, sat down, took the time to plan out how you were going to build an audience and building a product, you would be able to do it and go way, way beyond kind of your wildest dreams in this. I'm telling you, it's really not that complicated, guys. It's not rocket science. All right. So you have build the audience. Next two, either build a product or find a product that you can sell, somebody else's product that you can maybe sell, right? There are dozens, if not hundreds, of affiliate websites out there. If you don't know what an affiliate website is, think about it like this, right? You go to Amazon, you say, hey, I want to sell Amazon products, but I don't want to carry the inventory of those for that affiliate program. And Amazon, if you sell their products, will give you a certain percentage of money, a certain percentage of that sale, depending on what it is you sell. The percentages change and kind of vary over time. But the point is that you can go to Amazon today and you can start selling Amazon products without carrying any inventory at all, right? And you can start selling those today and making a percentage of revenue. That is an affiliate program, all right? There are affiliate programs for literally anything and everything. Like really any product you see out there, typically you can sell on behalf of the company, right? As long as they approve you. There's many people you can partner with to sell their individual products, right? So if you don't have a product, you don't want to build a product, you can actually just find a product that's the right market fit for your particular audience, right? And you can sell that product or promote that particular product. Now, I would definitely highly encourage you to use that product, to buy that product yourself, right? You don't want to be promoting anything that's scammy or that doesn't work, or maybe that's faulty, whatever, that you don't truly endorse. I wouldn't do that, right? That's kind of cheating the system. I would only promote products that you endorse, right? So next, even better than an affiliate product is to build your own product. There are so many different platforms out there to build your own information or digital product. It's crazy. You can use Coursera, you could use WordPress, you could literally use YouTube, you can use there's just a dozen platforms out there. And I'm going to get into more of that kind of in future videos of what platforms I use, what platforms I've tried in the past, and what I recommend. But I want to drill home the key point is that you need a product to sell or promote, right? So you can build a product, and a product can be a variety of things, right? A product can be a single video that's 2 hours long. A product can be a series of videos. Maybe you have 10 videos that are 1 hour each, right? A product can be a PDF. It can be a multiple PDFs. A product can really be anything you want. You could even go and manufacture a product if you want to go that route, right? But that's obviously not the quickest way to generate money. So this approach, building an audience, promoting or building a product, and then monetizing 1 to 3% of the audience by selling that product is really the tactics or the strategy that's being used across small individual kind of enterprises, small businesses, all the way up to massive multinational corporations, right? And they recognize this. People recognize that the audience, the following, the tribe is the most important asset you have. I think it was Seth Godin who called this out years ago, right? He wrote a book and it was all about tribes, right? It was all about how the internet and social media would create these kind of pockets of people that believe in certain things, certain kind of values, certain virtues, certain characteristics that these people would develop, and they would all kind of aggregate together, right? And so that's why you see all of these different Facebook groups, all these different YouTube kind of clicks or videos, and you see all these different blogs and all these different kind of micro tribes of people interested in learning certain things. There's a lot of fitness guys out there talking about fitness and how to get strong. And actually, one thing I've noticed is there are a lot of audiences now that are being built to promote masculinity, right? Masculinity has been kind of trampled a bit in society today with feminism and kind of the whole kind of liberal agenda. Masculinity seems to be kind of being criticized quite a bit. So there's a number of people on Twitter, men, that are creating these kind of manosphere type of blogs and followings, right? And they're literally building audiences for people interested in becoming more masculine, masculine, getting stronger, right? Dressing better. There's so many people that do this. Tanner Guzzi's one of the guys that does this to dress better. Alexander Cortez is one of the guys that does this to weight train, to lift, right? And to grow your mass through working out. Lots of people are doing this, guys, to basically build their audience and to monetize their audience. It's not a new thing. I'm not saying anything new. And I want to make sure you just understand those simple concepts can really completely and dramatic change your life. You can do this very simply, and you can implement, a more sophisticated plan. But very simply, the larger the audience you have, the higher your potential to monetize a product or products to that audience. Things that they like, things that they would want to buy. The reason why this is so powerful and so effective is because, think about it. When you're building an audience with people, you're communicating with them. You're building a relationship with them, whether that's through video, whether that's through written content, or through written word. You're building that relationship with them. I like to use video personally because you kind of get that connection with people. Have you ever watched or followed somebody for a very long time, a year or two, right? You watch all their videos, you follow all their Twitter posts, so forth and so on. You start to think you know that person. You start to become so familiar with them and their characteristics and their kind of faults and their nuances, right? You start to begin to feel as if you know that person, right? And if you met them in person, you would actually feel like you know them. Why is that? It's because you've created a relationship with that person, right? And that is extremely powerful. People don't want to be sold to anymore through marketing, through advertising, through commercials, through this kind of forced kind of direct marketing. People don't really necessarily want to be sold that way anymore. They want, word of mouth. They want to, find a product or a service from somebody they trust, a friend, a family member, somebody in their social circle that has used that product or service. They want a recommendation, right? If I'm going to paint my house, if I'm going to, fix my car, I don't blindly typically go and find somebody that I've never used before. I'll go and ask a friend or a family member, right? That is why it is so effective, because you build a relationship with somebody. They begin to trust you and to feel as if they know you. And because of that, they trust you, right? And they trust that the products you're recommending, the products that you're actually building and selling are worthwhile. They're valuable, right? If somebody has watched, 100 videos from you and you're recommending a product that can really help them in their life, they're going to trust you because they've watched all of your content and they're consuming all of your content because they trust you, right? That's the entire point. That is why this is so powerful. So before you go and do any type of market analysis, before you go and build any type of product, before you start, setting up your website, building out whatever it is you're building, build an audience. That is the number one key. Build an audience, promote or build a product, and then monetize that audience, 1 to 3% of that audience with that product. Rinse and repeat. And you will be on your way to making money online. I will show you several examples of this in upcoming videos. So stay tuned, guys. See ya.